Hello and welcome to Just Keep Talking, where we don't promise to be good for your colon, but we will just keep talking. I'm your host Kyle, and alongside me, like the last 2 weeks and probably forever, because we don't have a lot of friends, is Mark.
Yay, I'm here too.
So how's your week been?
Um,
You've been playing a lot of Warframe. You've been
yeah.
telling me.
Well, I finished school this week, so I'm officially done with high school forever, which is just crazy. So in order to celebrate, I decided, I haven't played much video games in a while, so I was going to download a game I had heard a bit about called Warframe, and then I didn't stop. And I don't know what it is. I've also I've logged 23 hours in the past like two and a half
2 days,
days.
yeah.
Um, yeah, it's really fun. I'm really enjoying it.
I've heard it's a good game.
Yeah, it's really good customization. It's incredible. Like I've just been looking through all like the weapons and mods and stuff, and it just like you can really customize it to how you want to play. It's
Right.
also a very good cooperative game. So at least I think the entire game is like this, but at least the parts that I have played are where you're never battling the other players. You're just working with them against computers. And so it's really set up so that it never during the gameplay it never makes you feel like you're in a competition with them. You're just all working together. And then kind of at the end of the round, it'll give you all the stats about who did best.
Right.
But during the game, like you never have to compete for like because it'll drop resources and stuff that you get better weapons and things, but it'll never make you compete for them. You just everyone gets them, and it just really encourages you just to work together, to coordinate, use teamwork.
Right. Yeah, I downloaded it on my PlayStation, and then every time I go to play it, it says the update file failed to install or failed
Yeah,
to download, which is very annoying. So I wish, I want to get playing that, but there's a few new games that I downloaded. There's like Dead Nation Apocalypse, which
right.
is some like, the camera angle is like from up high. It's kind of a straight on top bird's eye view, and you're just going around shooting zombies.
All right.
It was honestly, I've enjoyed it. It's pretty difficult.
That,
I've
that
been
sounds
playing
kind of
with
like
that.
Atom Zombie Smasher. Have you ever tried that?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, it sounds somewhat like
yeah,
that.
slightly. I mean, it's different, but
All right.
it's kind of same type of thing. But and then there's also another game, and I'm forgetting the name, and I probably won't remember it because I didn't really pay attention. But it's a 2D. It's a pixelated style. It's a side scroller. Um, sort of. I guess you're a character and you're going around the levels shooting your little gun with your little like pebble glowing bullets, and there's spiked snails and one-eyed Joes. It's the name for the snipers, and it's really dumb and very childish. But it's not a kids game. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like it's designed for things for us to understand. So that's a good game. I can't remember the name for the life of me, and I can't even remember like the word to describe the game. But I'll play it, and maybe I'll record it and upload some videos.
Right.
But
Hey,
it's
speaking
it's
of
really
recording,
cool.
I'm actually coming soon. Hopefully, I want to start a new series for my main channel, and also I got a Twitch account, so I'm only going to be streaming it live there, and then also putting the videos on my main channel, Mind World Films. Um, and what my plan is for that is I'm not going to be doing the streaming. I'm going to have I got the idea the other day when I was playing Warframe, and I was playing Warframe, and then my sister just around, and I'm like, hey Kirsten, you want to try this? And she was like, yeah, I don't know, not really. And then like just sit down and play. But I've already upgraded the character a bit. It'll just put you on an easy level. Just go through it. And she's like, okay, fine. And then she was playing, and she was having a lot of fun with it. And she just started making all these like weird, hilarious comments about the game that like a gamer would never think of. And it's just really, I found it really humorous. So I'm gonna set her up and just do a series called Kirsten Attempts, where I just set her up on various games and have her playing it and giving her comments for an hour or whatever.
That'll be fun. I would definitely I would keep her away from gratuitous space battles. Those of all five of you who've been listening to our podcast know that last week I got into that game and I still play it and I'm still stuck. And dude, I have spent so much time on all these wiki pages for how to build the best ships. I'm almost done with the game. I've almost beaten the whole
Well,
thing.
I barely got anywhere in that.
Yeah,
So
I've
I
only
gotta.
got about 2 levels left.
Okay, well, yeah, I only got like
And
2 levels in. So
so I'm really working on it, and I'm working on all these designs, and I'm doing so good. And then I get into the battles, and I get destroyed. I mean, I feel like a white person in prison. Like it is just, it's not right. And I've got cruisers, and I'll set them up with the frigates around them, and they'll just instantly dead. And I'm like, how are they dying? And so I zoom in, and I see little fighters taking them out.
right.
And it's frustrating, but that's still a good game. I've been playing some Torchlight, and I showed you today. I was working with Quest. I'm working with developing text-based games, because I've been learning some JavaScript during the week and decided that I'm gonna still learn that. But I knew this tool was there, and so I wanted to use it. And you loved pointing out the flaws in my game, but I thought it was a pretty good first attempt, and I can always edit it and re-upload it and whatever.
Yeah, speaking of game design, this weekend, actually, starting tonight, I'm going to be doing a thing called Ludum Dare, which is it's a game design competition that runs every 4 months, and the goal is everyone votes on the theme for like a couple weeks before the competition, and then the Friday night they announce what the winning theme is, and then you start your game then, and you have depending on which they've got a kind of a real big main competition, and then they got kind of like a lighter rules version. So if you're doing the main, you have 48 hours. If you're doing the lighter rules, you have 72 hours. But basically, you have a weekend to you get the idea at the beginning of the weekend. You have the 48 hours to come up with the idea for your game. Make it, test it, and put it up. And then a couple weeks after, everyone votes on their favorite games.
Have you seen the theme for this week, or is it not up yet?
It's not up yet. It'll be coming up tonight at 9 o'clock. I saw the final round of voting. There's some interesting themes there. I think one was like Two Worlds, which seems like I could do some interesting stuff with that. You are your own enemy. So some interesting themes.
Yeah, well, definitely whatever you're able to do. I mean, we'll put it up on the site,
Yeah.
and I have the Android license, so if
Yeah.
we're able to port it over to Android.
Yeah, possibly. I'm gonna be using a program called Construct 2, which actually the last time I haven't made a video game in a while. The last time I made one, I think, was the last time I entered Ludum Dare, which was like 2 years ago. Um, I was I actually was using a program called Game Maker back then, and I kind of barely finished a mediocre game, but I did finish. But it's been like 2 years, and I haven't made anything since then. So I figured this time it really timed well with me getting out of school. So I figured, hey, why not? I'll give it a try. I was planning on using this week to kind of practice with Construct to see what I could do, and then Warframe happened, and so I'm kind of just going into this not remembering anything about Construct,
Right.
or not knowing because I've never used it before, not remembering anything about game design. So we'll see what monstrosity comes out of this weekend.
You're
And
gonna.
I'm actually going to be streaming the entire thing over the weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm just gonna set it up to stream my desktop anytime I'm working on it.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
I may tune in for that. I may randomly show up and make funny comments into the microphone because that seems to be what I'm mostly good for.
Mostly. Yeah, I don't know if I'm not even sure I'll actually be able to make it the entire weekend because I'm actually feeling a bit under the weather. Yesterday I just got this terrible headache, and I went to bed at like 8.
I didn't even get home till about 12:30 because we got the musical going on.
Right.
For those of you who don't know, our school is doing a production of Les Mis, and I'm playing drum set for that. So I'm actually here right now to record, then going home, throwing on my blacks, and heading back to the school to set up and get ready. So I've got a nice busy weekend ahead of me as well. Probably a lot less video games though.
Yeah.
Although I do plan on going home to play some PlayStation tonight and tomorrow.
Right.
Dude, I had something today. I got a call from work. I work at Publix, which is a grocery store. And they called me and they're like, "Hey, we need you to come in either tonight between 8 and 10 or tomorrow between 11 and like 5. Well, tonight I've got the musical on, so I can't. And tomorrow I already made plans to go to band practice with some people, and my grandparents are in town. So I tell them this, and they're like, well, your evaluation has to be done. They're all, there's an evaluation every 6 months. And they said, if you don't come in and do it, you're going to lose your job. Which frustrates me because their inefficiency in planning means I might lose my job.
Yeah, I mean they can't.
So I got into a little bit of an argument with them. So.
They can't just make you like last minute just.
Well,
I mean,
the unfortunate part of it is they can.
Yeah, they can, but it's just you can't. You gotta give people some warning with this.
Yeah. So this has prompted me to start the Kyle wants to stay at home and play video games for the rest of his life foundation, which is now accepting donations.
Link in the description.
Yeah.
If you would like to support our sedentary lives of video games
and video making.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
get something out of it.
That's better. Yeah. Maybe we'll make a T-shirt with my face on it and a witty slogan.
Absolutely. That's how the internet works, right?
Everybody wants to get rid of Kyle after a little while.
This is how the internet works, right? You make content, make a T-shirt with your name on it, and then you become super crazy internet rich, right?
And you have like a nice theme song.
Yeah, theme song. That's what we need.
And we need a stooge. We don't have one of those.
Mm.
We don't have that guy who you can just make fun of.
Hey Kirsten, you want to be a stooge?
How would I make fun of you?
Ooh.
I don't think that worked out.
Okay, so we're also this is a casting call for a stooge. I had a guy, Austin.
We don't pay well. We don't have very many benefits, but we're good looking, and you'll get to hang out with us.
Yeah, we're so good looking. We don't put up video. but yeah, so we're super cool. And also, if anybody's listening to this is interested in contributing to the podcast or to some of our video / game making endeavors, we have a few things. You can email me. Kyle at discovermk.com, and I'll put that in the description. But you can email me and give us some feedback, or in the comments even. Just give some feedback. Tell us what you think about it. Share this, get people to know about it. Because what I'd like to do, my thought is to get a team together of people who love doing this kind of stuff. And this is something Mark and I are both kind of on the same page on. Is we don't want it to be just us, and we don't want to be just focusing on one thing. This is something we're just gonna do Fridays, and it's something that we enjoy, and it's a good thing, and it'll get better, and we'll have better people on it. We'll have better things.
Yeah, we're definitely we have several different guests lined up.
Yeah,
they kind of have big interest in various topics. So we'll have varied topics on the show. We'll have varied voices. So I mean, I understand our beautiful golden voices are very enjoyable, and it would be a shame to destroy that with other people's voices. But trust us, these are people.
It would not be Morgan Freeman or James Earl Jones or any of those people, but we do some good people.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just really looking for people who can contribute some content. Like I said earlier, we have an Android development license, and I'm learning how to develop. I'm learning how to code. We actually have a game that's in need of some work badly, which Mark was supposed to do and then slacked off because he was playing Warframe.
Guys, seriously, Warframe, so good.
But it's coming up soon. We have our Minecraft server, Lord of the Rings server coming up, which is going to be insane. So we're really just looking to build up a community, of people, like-minded people who enjoy doing the same things. So just some things we want to do. Mark's got voices inside Tiffany's head that he wants to do.
I think we should clarify that's
he's got a web.
That's a web thing.
Film?
Yeah, it's kind of changed forms recently. I was originally writing it and coming up with it as a series, but then the more I kind of tried to fit the story into various episodes, the more it became clear to me that I wasn't telling several stories about the same person that fit in nicely into little episodes. I was telling one big story about this person. So it's probably going to be more of a long form content type thing. I'm actually this week, starting on Monday, I'm going to be going on vacation and just total removing myself from internet. I'm going to be on a cruise, so no internet, no distractions other than the food and the beach and stuff. But
And he's not taking me.
I'm sorry, Kyle. I would try to smuggle you on, but I just don't want to. Really, I don't want to deal with you. Sorry, it's not clear about that. Just
Ouch.
need a vacation sometime.
It's true. I don't blame you. But yeah, that'd be cool. One of the things that I think would be cool to get started is like a kind of a sketch kind of thing.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
doing some random videos. I'm gonna be doing some let's plays as soon as I get a computer, so that'll be nice. But yeah, so pretty much that's just kind of my that's just us giving you guys what the whole purpose of what we do is. Obviously you won't get nice little 5-minute talks about what we want to do every week, but I will try to keep you updated on things. But this is kind of me on my knees begging for people to join up with us. That'd be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I mean we're trying to build a community of people that love content.
Yeah.
So.
And we want to help promote people's content.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we see, we're big fans of a bunch of YouTubers, and it's them, and they have them and their friends or whatever. And our goal is to very welcoming to just promoting whatever content we find enjoyable.
Right.
And to do that we have to build a base. So, and to do that we have to be enjoyable, which I'm not sure if we are. But we do have like 16
we're
views on one of our videos.
I think only like half of those are ourselves.
Yeah. And a few of them may have been our parents.
So that means like all 3 of our friends are watching.
Yeah. And that's an
Hi
accomplishment.
guys.
So just give a shout out to my mom here, who will probably never hear this. But yeah, so that's that. Haven't read any books this week, unfortunately. With it being a crazy week, I've been too busy to read, and do homework, and sleep, and eat dinner. I've forgotten to eat dinner several times this week, because I've gotten so engrossed in just playing PlayStation.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say doing Les Mis.
No.
Like, oh.
No, that's taking up time, but then when I'm done with that, I go to playing video games.
Right, of course. It's, food or video games. I mean, it's not hard to just gonna play the video games.
Yeah, and you're gonna hope somebody brings you food, and they don't bring you food, and then it makes you sad.
Oh, yeah, no, my favorite moments playing video games are I used to go to these LAN parties. Back when I lived in New Jersey, I had a group of friends that really liked PC gaming. So I would go to LAN parties, and the guys that would host them, they would kind of take it upon themselves to, provide lunch for everyone. So they would just, cook up hamburgers and hot dogs, and they didn't want to interrupt the gameplay, so they would just go around all the tables, ask everyone what they wanted, and just bring them their food. It was amazing.
I would like that. See, we're gonna have to make Josh do that next year. Since you and I will be the ones making content, we're gonna have Josh just bring us food.
I mean, we should actually. I think it'd be cool to set up a nice big LAN party over at UCF sometime.
Yeah.
I think that would make for just a fun time playing video games.
Yeah, and I think this Lord of the Rings Minecraft server is gonna be really good. So I'm looking forward to that coming up. Hopefully, when did Josh say he's gonna be back? Is it this week?
I don't know.
Because for some reason I thought he said he was coming back this week. You'll see him tonight, so you can talk to him.
Yeah.
We'll have Josh on a few episodes. Josh Ostro is our resident
tech guy,
tech nerd, and hater of everything. Literally, and I hope he listens to this. Anytime I say something, it's probably something he hates. He goes on rants about it, and it's very funny. And hopefully, we're gonna get him on here.
We mean this with the utmost love, Josh.
Yes, we're not hating on Josh. We're just it'll be funny, and you guys will appreciate it.
It is definitely a good thing to be passionate.
Right. He's passionate and he's well informed.
Yeah. And when you make a blatantly wrong comment, he will correct you passionately, which some people may not like. Personally.
Well, there's some comments I make, like I talk about League of Legends, and he instantly hops into how much he hates League of Legends. He doesn't really have a good reason besides saying it's like other games, which shouldn't bring up Call of Duty. Well, he praised Battlefield 4, but Battlefield 4 was pretty much the same thing as Battlefield 3, but it was great and way better than Call of Duty. But gaming it's always an expansion, or it's always some variation of the same thing.
Right.
You know, and then at some point somebody does something revolutionary,
Well, I mean,
and then everybody does the
Really,
same
that's
thing.
true about like all content because everything is just a reimagining of something that's happened before.
Right.
Nothing's really ever. I hear a lot of people say, well, there's nothing new anymore. Well, I feel like no, there's nothing new to begin with. I mean,
Well,
it's
it's very philosophical.
it's just everything that people make is just building on something that already existed.
Right.
It's not like you don't make something out of nothing. They just all like especially with art, all art was derived from another form of art.
Right. However basic it might have been. That's the same with games and stuff. So I am hoping one of the things that I'm hoping we can get working towards. I've been talking to some programmers and some graphic designers, is making some games where basically we take what people complain about in games and we do everything in our anything that we can to make those things fit, to fix those things,
Right.
taking, and I'm not sure what style, this is very like just a wishful thinking, that's looking more to be reality, but I'd like to get a team, a group together or whatever, and make those games and have people, a part of that who can help me get input. The game is going to be mostly, whatever we make is going to be based off of player input.
Right.
It'll literally start with a beta. People will play it and they'll say, hey, this is what we think would fit here, this is what we don't, and we'll listen to it. And if they say something stupid, like they think we should have, George W. Bush smoking pot, I probably won't do that. I'd put young President Obama because that's more accurate. But we want to keep it kind of designed to what people like.
Yeah, and definitely, starting with that is, I can, with Ludum Dare this weekend, should have something at the end of the weekend.
Well, and the cool thing about that is we might be
build
able to, get in touch with other people who do that.
Yeah.
And that's, networking. So that'll be cool. So we'll keep you guys updated with that, so you can play our hopefully enjoyable games that will feature the very talented and amazing me. So that'll be fun. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to playing a lot more video games.
I think probably just about wrapping it up now.
Yeah.
So it has been fun talking with all of you guys.
Even though it's a one-sided conversation, which is probably how Mark feels a lot when he speaks to me.
Not all the time.
Oh yeah, I haven't really had my phone out now, ignoring you.
Yeah, you've been a whole lot better about that ever since I made my video, I think.
I didn't actually watch that video.
Jerk!
You pulled it up and I was playing the Hobbit game. So, no shame in that. But, well, we do appreciate you guys listening. Just leave us a like and comment what you liked, what you didn't like. Unless what you didn't like was me, and then don't say anything. And if what you liked was Mark, also don't say as much. Share this video and subscribe to us, and we'll see you next week.